Hello, Gülşah. Welcome again. How are you?
Hello, Beril. I am fine. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. So today our discussion topic is, as you know, planning online teaching lesson and also formative assessment. So my first question to you is, what should we consider while planning online lesson in online context?
As you know, there's an environment about the lesson objectives, and in lesson objectives, it is important for improvement of students' aims and developments of learning skills, and these aims should be determined by teachers, instructors, carefully actually, and lesson plan and its objectives should be prepared properly according to the lessons and students' needs.
Yeah, I think it's the most important part about the lesson plan.
Yes.
So, as you know, there are some skills we need to consider while planning a lesson plan.
Yes. I want to ask something to you.
Yeah.
And what do you think about actually what are the skills that can be gained by students the process of lesson plan?
Actually, this is a very broad topic. You can teach any skill in online lesson plan with choosing correct materials and considering the level of the students and their needs. We can teach vocabulary, speaking and conversation, grammar, listening and reading, or advanced skills like business English or interview skills. I mean, at this point, it is up to you as a teacher and the needs of the students. So, but I think the most important skill that we need to teach in lessons is speaking and conversation skills. As you know, it's a very big problem in Turkey as well. People always say that I can understand the English, but I cannot speak very well. And most of the students take classes because they want to speak with using the English lessons. So we can, for example, we can ask simple open-ended questions constantly, or for listening skills, we can use songs or some videos or parts from movies, etc. So yeah, it is up to you. You can teach anything in the you can teach any skill in online lessons actually.
What is need actually, right?
Yeah. So I have another question. What do we have in online teaching lesson process as components in this?
Yes, as a component, there are some teaching skills actually, and the first one is engage. Another word is warm up to the lesson, and second one explain. This happens by teachers, and it's teacher does, and another one is elaborate, and students and teachers do that together. And last one is evaluate, and student does independently.
Yeah, there are very important things we need to consider. Actually, also the warm-up process is very important. I guess we shouldn't jump into the subject immediately.
Yeah.
So
okay.
also, I want to add some important points about online lesson plans. I think we need to use lots of visual elements and audio elements since we are giving lessons through the computer, through the internet. Especially the visual elements are very important. For example, okay, I have something like this as a decoration actually, but think about I am teaching body parts to the students, and I can make
demonstration, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, demonstration. It's really important. I mean, I can use this like this is the head, this is the arm, or maybe while teaching vocabularies, and I want to teach the book, and again I can show a book to the students. I mean, using real objects in this process is very important. It can make the lesson more authentic. It can make the students understand better the vocabularies. Also, for all the elements, we can use voice screen maybe, and with the help of these kind of applications, videos, students can improve their listening, their vocabulary knowledge, and actually lessons can be more fun, I guess.
Yes.
Using these kind of things.
Lessons shouldn't be boring, I guess.
Yeah. And also the body language is important in this process. We try to communicate with the students as much as possible. I mean, we can give signs that we are listening to them, like nodding or some other body language stuff.
Because students, if students feel like in the lesson include, and they more encouraged about the lesson, they get more interested about the lessons, and they get curious about this.
Yeah, and as you know, we need to show them that we are listening to them. It's just a little bit harder because we are in front of the computers, but it is still possible with some things. So okay, I want to ask you that what is formative assessment and why is it important? Can you explain briefly?
Yes, of course. Formative assessments are used specifically in the environment, but I want to explain it from the examples actually. And we can use the formative assessment identifying the strengths and weaknesses of students, and also addressing the areas of needs for students, and helping teachers identifying gaps in the learning. And the last one is working to close those gaps.
Yeah.
Formative assessment generally do that. And what do you think about the formative assessment, and what as a teacher candidate, what kind of formative assessments applying or tools will you use?
Actually, the formative assessment, as you know, it is about ongoing process of the learners, ongoing progress of the learners, and we still need to provide feedback to the learners in online context. I mean, we are continuing the school life from online education, but we still educate the learners, and we still need to give them feedback. And about the tools, I think we shouldn't use too many tools for one classroom, because it may overwhelm the students. So it may be better to select 2 or 3 digital tools, so students can adapt the process better. They can recognize the tools they are using better, so they can use them more effectively, more efficiently. But it may confuse them to use different tools each time. For example, as a specific example, we can, in the lesson, we can ask a general question and make students respond individually with thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat box. Or we can use several applications like Padlets students can summarize the lesson, a particular topic by using Padlet, and teachers and students can comment on it and give reactions. Or teachers can use Flipgrid, for example. The teachers can create a grid about a topic, and students can respond to it with videos so that they can reflect and improve their speaking, etc. Or maybe there's a platform called Blackboard. We can ask questions like, for example, we can ask them, the 3 things you found interesting, or write 1 thing you didn't understand, so that we can provide feedback and we can give formative assessment using these kind of tools. I guess.
Formative assessment has a general area actually in the digital environment, so
Yeah.
that there are so many tools that students can use, and choosing the best one according to students' needs and students' aim will be proper for every student and every teacher lesson plan. And yes, formative assessment is an important topic for us, and for improvement actually.
I agree with you. As you said, there are lots of applications, there are lots of tools that we can use for formative assessment. So I think in this point, the most important thing is to understand the student needs and defining learner objectives to choose the best tools for your learners, and make your lesson more understandable, more effective. So yeah, deciding them is critical. So we should consider some important components during this process.
Yeah.
So do you want to add something else about the topics?
Actually, teachers, while doing online education and informative assessment, I will talk, they can choose the proper one by trying actually. Student feedbacks is important. Yes, it's teacher feedbacks important for students, but students' feedback is also important for students, for teachers. And according to the students' thoughts, and teachers can choose the best formative assessment tools actually. And I think my thoughts is that's it actually. If you want to add something.
Yeah, actually, yes, we need experience during this process. We are still not completely experienced and knowledgeable about online teaching and learning process. But if we know about what should we consider and what kind of tools can we use for this process, for this learning environment, for this context, I think we can create better lesson plans, we can use better materials for the learners, and we can make more fun way to teach actually.
Yes, also formative assessment tools can change by students age to age actually.
Yeah, this is also an important point.
Yes, for little students, and they can use more enjoyable tools,
like games.
Yes,
games.
for university students, they can use official formative assessment tools, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. This is why understanding your learner, knowing them, is really important.
Yes.
So thank you for discussing with me this concept.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a lovely discussion. Thank you again. So
Yes,
I
it's
am
me too.
stopping the recording. See you.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.